Hello human beings, I am crazylegsjan and welcome back to VR in a Wheelchair. Today we are reviewing a game called Firmament. Firmament is a VR and a flat screen game, and this is the settings right here.
So we have a weird display thing because it kind of goes through the thing. Snap turn degree, yes. Smooth movement, yes, thank you. Free room movement hand, left, thank you. Quick travel to ladders. Hide vehicle transitions. Haptics enabled, instant book return, audio. What do we have in audio? Can I actually press audio? Do we have footsteps, music, creator mode? I don't know what creator mode is. What is creator mode? Let's see. Is it because... Let me... Enabling the settings will ensure that the music and sound effects suitable for content creation and... Oh. Thank you. Thank you, game. Graphics. Blah, 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 blah. Everything is on low, apparently. So it's a very demanding game, I guess.
So this game is a puzzle game, and it's made from the guys that made Myth, the Myth series. So you will not be disappointed in all the different puzzles that this game is introducing. You start out with a little introduction from this lady here that was one of the former Firmaments. She's giving you a quick introduction on how to do the different things and what you need to do and how you do it. And she will follow you for an extended time.
Remarkable that we are here.
Reach for the adjust and use the grip button to either control or... Okay. Use the trigger button on your controller to launch the agents. Oh my dear fucking god. Open, close.
You start here in this like Himalayan mountains where you need to figure out how to get to your objectives. The objective so far is get to the Firmament bunker. The game is a super pretty game. Like, I have seen a few games that is compared to this, but they are far and few between. It is very pretty, but at the same time it's also very demanding. My computer has a little bit trouble with recording it, as you guys can see in this video, and everything is on low. I was not thinking about turning it up because I knew that this game was going to be fairly demanding. So the game is full of puzzles, obviously, and one of them is right here where you need to raise the bridge. It's one of the easier ones because you still have to learn. So you use your adjunct tool and shoot it towards the key. And then in the VR version, you twist your wrist or use the joystick on the dominant hand, or the hand that you have the adjunct tool in. I'm not sure how it works on the non-VR version because I haven't played it. The overall movement of the game is actually fairly well made. It's super simple, there's nothing out of the ordinary, so if you have played any VR game, it's pretty much the same as this one. I have never personally played any of the Myth game. I think the first one came out when I was 8, and it's only in the later years that I actually began to interest me for puzzle games in general. So this kind of mechanics, this kind of puzzles, it's fairly new to me. I'm not sure if it's out there in the Myth games, but I feel like they are. But I could be wrong, so correct me in the comment field if I'm wrong.
We thought we understood.
I think we need to keep it there.
So fairly early on, you get to learn that you have two controls of some of the things. In this case, the crane has two modes. It can go back and forward, but it can also go up and down. You press the top button, if I'm not mistaken, on your adjunct hand to change the modes.
God fucking damn it.
In this case, I needed the ice blocks to cover the gap over there in front of me. So I could go from one side of the gap to the other, so I could open the bridge on both sides that is right under me.
Whoops.
I finally understood what I had to do and place it in the gap. I have been throwing this ice cube all over the place to understand where I needed to put it. But finally understood that I needed to put it here so I could get over on the other side.
I think that's there.
I love when puzzle games are making puzzles that aren't super obvious. Like, sure, this might have been obvious for some people, but I didn't think straight ahead that it needed to go there. And I'm curious to see what the future puzzles will be in this game.
One moment.
Also, here I forgot to raise the other bridge. I figured out later that you can actually do it from the other side if you can see the little key thing there. So that one there, that's your objective. This is the realm teleporter.
What is this?
So you open it and it's basically an elevator somehow.
And this. This path will convey you to this one. But I won't live with my
And as your guides say, you can return to where you are if you need to. And I feel like the game is you need to do some things in one realm to unlock other things in other realms. Kinda like The Wanderer, where you had to get some stuff from one time period to unlock stuff in another time period. I feel like it's the same here.
I wanna go down in this room here. See what this is.
So as you can see here, we are going down in the elevator and to see what the firmament area is, or swan. The swan, if you ask me, reminds me a lot of like Fallout
we gathered,
and the vaults in Fallout games.
sang, learned.
It's a habitat for a specific number of people and a chosen amount of people. I am not 100% sure what those people do, but I feel like we are a kind of time cops where we need to correct some things because some timelines are out of whack or something like that. Again, I haven't played it that much, so I'm not 100% sure about the time frame and line and everything.
Comforting.
So in the Swan, there is a lot of rooms to sleep in, obviously. And there's a ton of books in this place with nothing in them. And all the rooms are custom for said person, but there's only 3 rooms that we can actually get into. And again, a lot of empty books. There was only like 1 book that had text in it. In the back of the Swan, there's 2 rooms. One, I would say a teaching area or dining area. I'm not 100% sure, but that's the feel I got from it when I was looking around in it. And the other room is a memorial room where they cross over from awake and sleeping.
Cross from wake to sleep, from sleep to wake.
I am curious if all those names on the walls are developers. I feel like it's a great and awesome way to have a kind of a credit wall in a game, or maybe kits to the developers.
Are all those people on the wall, are those developers?
So as the guide says, we are doing something that is called the assembling, and we need to awake something called the embrace. I am not 100% sure what that is, but I'm sure we will find out down the road.
Awaken the embrace.
And I feel like it's obviously the
I have no idea what that means.
main quest of the game, among 1,000 puzzles. Thankfully, the game remembers what you have done after you return to an area that you have been in. That's great, so you don't have to redo your steps constantly over and over again. The Firmament is fully playable as a wheelchair user. I, so far, didn't see any problems at all. I could even reach down and get the adjunct fairly easy without hitting my wheelchair, compared to a lot of other games. It is a puzzle game to its core, and I personally enjoy those. And I am going to play it on Twitch and then record the stream and throw it edited on YouTube. So if you want to see it live, then go to my Twitch on twitch.tv/crazylegsjan, or you can also watch the edited version here on YouTube if you feel like that instead. You can buy the Firmament on GOG.com for 32.09 euros or on Steam for 33.99 euros. As said, it is both a VR and a non-VR game, so you don't need a VR headset to play it.
Because a box of these
If you feel like I'm missing something or could have done something differently, then leave a comment and remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more.
fire is important.
If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to check out this video here, where I'm reviewing The Wanderer.